I'm here with Heaven's Basement. How are you guys?
Oh,
Good.
I was good until I dropped that in there.
Oh mate, that's gone horribly wrong. Straight from the beginning.
No, we're right.
Could you introduce yourselves and tell us what you do in the band?
I'm Aaron Buchanan, I'm vocals, and
I'm Rob, the bass player and tea drinker.
Okay, last time we talked to you guys was in September. We were on tour with Hailstorm. How have things been since then? Like, what have you been up to?
Mental. That was the beginning of the touring cycle for us. We just done the album and it was time to get back out there. It was Aaron's first ever European tour. And like, now it's like, when was that? Was that September? It's like 9 months later. We've been touring pretty much every day since then. So it feels a million miles ago, and I'm sure I'll speak for everyone when I say we've come on leaps and bounds in the live scene. Like, just we're putting on much more of a show now, and really kind of, we've been playing the new songs for so long now that they kind of feel like
old
second
songs.
nature to us. Yeah. So yeah, this tour so far has been awesome. It's good to do a headline set again for an hour or so and get sweaty instead of doing a half-hour set and then chilling out.
Yeah. So your new album's out now. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Filthy Empire was recorded in America. We wanted to sure if we wanted to do that or not. We kind of wanted to keep it as English as possible, but if anything, it made it more English, because every time an American told us, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, we were like, no, this is what we're going to do. I would like to think it just sounds like us. It's chaotic, it's pretty heavy, dirty, and we wrote it with the intention of making people just want to be in their bedroom like air guitar and fucking spinning their heads and pitting out at our shows, and it's worked. This tour has been insane for it. Like, people have just been going crazy, and that's everything we wanted to see.
So what's your kind of favourite song to play live from your new album? Like, that you've been playing it for quite a while.
I'll go with Heartbreak Cinema Edition though, because that's good fun. I had time with that.
It's pretty good call. Yeah, I think I'll agree with that.
How does it feel when you like European tours, like when you're kind of further away from home and you're out on the stage and you still see like people of all ages still kind of rocking out to your songs? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, no, it's mental at the moment. Especially we're a band that, because we kind of earn our stripes on the live circuit and won over people that way, to go to somewhere like France, or we played Graspop in Belgium, to go there and see people singing songs like Firefly because they've heard it on the radio or seen the video, that's brand new to us. We've never had that before, like winning people over that way. It's normally to do with our live show, so that's an awesome feeling, and yeah, it kind of makes us pretty excited and happy with how we've done so far, and we kind of just keep trying to do it really.
So is that your favourite part of being a band, or is there another part that, like, what's your favourite part of being a band? Is it that, or is
like playing live is the best for me anyway.
I think like if somebody would have asked that exact question 6 months ago, I would have just sat there nodding my head and just gone, yeah, that's awesome, because like we'd seen like a few people do it, but now we're turning up to festivals and there's like, Graspop was the same equivalent to Download Festival in 2012 for us. Literally just turned up and there was 6,000 people just there, just waiting to see it, and I was just like, that's badass, and all the kids, they just knew the words, and I was just like, oh, I actually know how it feels now, this is awesome. So it's pretty special.
When you get out on stage and you see that many people in front of you at a festival, what's kind of the first thing that goes through your head?
To make sure by the end of it, pretty much all of them are Heaven's Basement fans and want to come and see us again.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
It's always like, when you play shows, stage, crowd, especially if they don't know you, the first thing to do is just knock down that barrier and just be like, all of us, let's have a fucking quality time.
Yeah.
And that's, we try and do every show really.
How do you think Heaven's Basement fans compare to other bands' fans?
I think
They've got great taste.
I think that like over the next year or so, pretty heavily helped by this particular tour, I think that's going to become a very strong fan base, a very loyal fan base, and that's everything that we wanted again. So we're gradually joining up the dots and getting together like this basis for like a quality fan base, hopefully some pretty awesome music and great live shows, because that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that people come to our show and just go away like their minds exploding.
You guys have played with some quite big names. You've toured with quite big names. So if there was any 3 bands, dead, alive, together or not together, whatever, who would you most want to go on tour with? Not including the ones he's already been on tour with.
Rage Against the Machine, Muse and Aqua.
Yeah? That was quick.
Yeah. Probably I'd take Papa Roach because they're just hilarious. Like, and their stage show is great, they're great as people. I'd take Muse because they're a musical inspiration for me, and then I would take Queen because I just love that band. Love them.
So So who are some of your other musical inspirations?
That kind of stuff really, like, I grew up listening to, well, I started playing bass because of the Chili Peppers, because Flea was badass and still is, and modern things like that, Muse, Rage Against the Machine, Biffy Clyro, but then kind of all the early British stuff like the Beatles, the Stones, Led Zeppelin. That's kind of where David Bowie, all that stuff, growing up listening to that thing. So really just a mishmash.
Yeah. What's one of the best concerts that you've ever been to in your life?
I tell you what, albeit they might not be the most, you know, widely respected band in the world, but I actually genuinely think the Slipknot shows are
Really?
just intense.
I've never seen someone terrible.
No.
Wrong with Slipknot.
There is a pretty strong divide. You either love Slipknot or you really, you're not too into it. But I think their shows are just intense. Every single time I've seen them, I've had like spine shivers. So I love that band.
Well, mine would be probably Muse, but I've already said them twice, so I don't really want to say it again. That's from the end of last year at the O2, and it was unreal. Absolutely unreal.
I have a question for you. If you guys were porn stars, what would your names be?
Robbie Rudeboy. She came to me just then.
Nora Nanacub.
What?
Nora Nanacub.
Where did you get that from?
It's my name backwards.
Alright, okay. That was a good one. Is there any kind of last words you want to say to your fans, and you can tell them where they can check you out, where you can find your music?
You're good at the plug-in thing.
Yeah.
It's good at the plug-in thing.
Okay, so it's probably a great opportunity for us to say a big thank you to everybody that's came out on this tour. Like tonight, for example, is a sold-out show, and so have about 3 or 4 other shows on this tour. Keep it up. If you want to check out our music, go www.facebook.com, Heaven's Basement, the Google stuff, all that bollocks. And then, I don't know, there's shirts online, there's CDs, there's vinyl, all that sort of stuff. Just come and tell us what you think, because the internet is the best place for that now, and we appreciate hearing what people have got to say.
Thanks a lot, guys, and have a good show.
Thank you very much.